Dr. James Haney.
Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the athletic department at Vanderbilt University, and we're fortunate to have with us two head coaches from Vanderbilt University to talk about the athletic department. First, Coach Jim Foster. Coach Foster is the head women's basketball coach at Vanderbilt University, and of course with Coach Foster is Coach RDowhower. Coach RDowhower is the head football coach at Vanderbilt University. And gentlemen, let me welcome both of you to the show this morning.
Our pleasure to be here.
Coach Foster, we've had an opportunity to talk to members of the athletic department at Vanderbilt University, and we want to talk about that this morning, Coach Dowhower. But before we get started, let's have the two of you to give our audience some information about your background, your education, your coaching career, the kind of things that were important in leading you to where you are today. First, Coach Foster, you can start us off, and then, of course, Coach Dowhower will finish that, and then we'll talk about the athletic department at Vanderbilt University.
Well, I'm a Temple University graduate in Philadelphia. Got a little bit late start. Went in the Army out of high school. Spent 3 years in the Army, a year and a half in Vietnam, and came out and worked a few jobs, one of which I ran a group home for dependent neglected boys, and all this time I was coaching. A lot of inner city and coaching and running of leagues in Philadelphia. And through that I was asked to coach at a high school. Went to that high school, coached the boys JV team for 2 years. And from there, was asked to be the girls' varsity coach, did that for 3 years. And then St. Joseph's called and asked me if I'd coach the varsity women's team at St. Joseph's, did that for 13 years. And then Vanderbilt knocked on the door, and I've been here for 4.
Mm-hmm. And so you've been involved in women's basketball for quite a number of years.
Women's basketball for about 20, 21 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good. Coach Dowhower. Now, let me first of all welcome you to Nashville, Coach. This is your first year here at Vanderbilt University, is it not?
Yes, sir.
So let's sort of look back over your coaching career and give our audience an opportunity to know you better before the upcoming Alabama game.
Well, I hope everybody has their maps out because it's been traveled. I played and coached at San Diego State for about 10 years under Coach Don Coryell. And then with the St. Louis Cardinals, and then back to UCLA with Dick Vermeil, and at Stanford with Bill Walsh, and then on to professional football again, and really spent 16 years in professional football, most recently with the Cleveland Browns. So we've moved around quite a bit, but it's been very exciting, and professional football has been very good to me, and I'm excited to be back at the collegiate level.
And so this is your first opportunity to return to the collegiate level, is it?
Yes, you know, since I was at Stanford in 1979 as the head coach.
Very good. Coach Foster, let's talk about Vanderbilt University and the athletic department at Vanderbilt University. I think that quite recently we learned that there's a general assessment in terms of the athletic department mandated primarily by the Board of Trustees. And let's have you to give our audience some information about the Vanderbilt Athletic Department. I think most of our audience probably know Vanderbilt from its academic program, but let's look at it from the athletic standpoint this morning.
Well, I think this year was one of the more successful years at Vanderbilt across the board. If you look at all sports, we had 4 teams that went into the NCAA tournament. Both the men's and women's tennis teams. Our women's soccer team won the SEC, and our women's basketball team won the SEC. I think the athletic department is about to see its best days. The women's programs are on an upward movement. I think Rod is going to do some great things with the football program. He's got some terrific talent there to work with.